Hello, I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I am joined by the Walter the Softie to my Dennis the Menace, Jack from WhatCulture.com. Hi, Jack.
Hello, that's very antiquated, isn't it? Comics.
Chortle.
Guffaw.
So this is the predictions video for the 30th annual Survivor Series live stream. The winner of the predictions, of course, will be walking away with the beautiful, elegant, dignified WhatCulture Heavyweight Championship of the World, back over my shoulder where it belongs. The blamp is here. The loser will be gunged. That's right, you'll be able to get your own back on... You've seen that.
So no, it's one for the British fans, that, isn't it?
Dave Benson Phillips, you guys know about him.
Big Davey B. P.
Yeah, he's going through a hard time at the moment. But this will, of course, be for charity. We're taking part in Gunge Raiser 2016. It's got a Just Giving page, raising money for Teenage Cancer Trust. So go into the link in the description. Please click and please give. So, straight into the predictions. But it's going to be a three-way. Me, Pachiti, and yourself. Where's Pachiti?
He couldn't make it. I'm not really certain. He's prepared a video, so we'll just take a look at that right now.
Hello, it's me, Adam Pachiti. I am outside Buckingham Palace, where I have just met with Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who has offered me a knighthood for my services to professional wrestling. I'm very, very honoured. Unfortunately, that means I can't be there for the Survivor Series prediction, so I'm leaving you in the very capable hands of Pachiti Club member, pathetic little mollusk, Jack the Jobber. The only reason that I'm letting him be in this video is because it doubles the chance of a Pachiti Club win. That's right, the belt is coming home. See you Sunday.
Right. Okay, cool. So let's kick straight into the predictions. We'll start with Kalisto versus Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight Championship, and the fate of the Cruiserweight division is on the line. If Kalisto wins, it moves to SmackDown. Who do you have and why? Kalisto.
By hook or by crook, because...
By captain's hook or by crook?
Basically, I think Kalisto will either win, or maybe Kendrick will get himself DQ'd in some sort of protest, or just because he's a coward and doesn't want to lose the belt. I do think that the Cruiserweight division will, however it happens, will end up on SmackDown.
I agree. My prediction is also for Kalisto, because you've got 205 Live, on Tuesday.
Just going to put this down, sir. It's a bit...
Just to remind everyone at home that there's always a plan. J-O-B. Best wordplay you've ever done.
That's correct.
So I think with 205 Live being on Tuesdays, it just makes sense to have the Cruiserweight division. It feels more like a SmackDown thing anyway. It was on SmackDown after the first brand extension. We're with Kalisto. What does Pachiti say?
Well, Pachiti has prepared Kalisto, who like Jack proves that even if you're a diminutive turd with stupid headwear, you can still be successful. That's a bit harsh, though, isn't it? That's a little bit... Why would he do that? He's become quite harsh recently. Have you noticed this?
I have noticed that Pachiti Club is taking a bit of a turn.
I wouldn't say that. Like, it's... Let's just move on. Yeah, I guess. Next up, we have the new Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, versus Sami Zayn in a cross-brand double cross match. For the belt. Who have you got and why?
I've got The Miz. I think the bookies have got Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
But I can't really see, and I know Raw's got 3 hours to fill, but Raw having 2 mid-card titles and SmackDown having none doesn't quite work.
It's greedy, isn't it?
Also, The Miz is doing the best work of his career right now, so I think he's better off with the Intercontinental Championship. That's just what I think. What do you think?
I agree. I've got The Miz too. I think that he, like you say, he's doing the best work of his career. And I can't see the belt switching hands again in such a short space of time. He's only just won it. It seems to be flying about all over the place at the minute, like the Raw Women's Championship.
Exactly.
Yeah, you taking the piss?
No. Okay, why would I? No, we're best friends.
Yeah. Should we see what Pachiti's gone for? So I've got The Miz. You've got The Miz. Adam has put Sami Zayn, the underdog that everyone likes, which is why Sami is 50% the same as Jack the Jobber. I guess because everyone likes me. But I am the favourite.
Yeah, you're a dominant competitor.
Again, that's quite a harsh one, isn't it?
So we're moving on to the first 5-on-5 elimination match. We're going to start with the tag team one, which is technically a 10-on-10, but suck my dick. Who have you got and why?
I have the SmackDown tag teams.
Right.
I think we all expect it to be 2-1 in general to either brand or the other, whichever way it goes.
I think so.
So I think SmackDown has to win one of these, and Raw has to win either the women's or the tag match. You see where I'm going?
Yeah, Brad. Yeah.
Yo.
Yep.
So I'll explain more of that in the women's prediction. But I think SmackDown are going to win the tag one. It was the hardest one for me to call on the whole card. This. Are we giving our survivors as well?
Yes, because for the first time in prediction rules history, we're giving extra points. So not only do you get points if you win your match, but you also get 1 point for every survivor you correctly guess.
Okay.
So who do you think will be surviving the tag team match?
Just one team. I think American Alpha.
Sole survivors.
Gable. Can you call them sole survivors? I know it's one unit.
They're a surviving
but there's two
unit.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Just one quick thing on the bonus points as
What's
well.
that, pal?
Well, I've thought of an excellent, Joe.
What's that?
Bonus points for the biggest lad. Get the survivor beeries in. Right. So, what are your predictions for the SmackDown? I'm really sorry.
I like how you
so
just
sorry.
accelerated through that so that
Yeah.
no one would go back and stop and listen. These people have pause buttons. They will find your shame. Yeah, I agree with you, Jack. I think SmackDown is even though Raw kind of has the bigger teams. Like, I mean, I know they've got shining stars in there, but Heath Slater and Rhino don't quite feel that big yet. You've got Breezango in there. I think SmackDown need it to legitimize their tag division just a little bit.
Okay.
And I also agree with you that the sole survivors will be American Alpha.
Gable. You and Pacitti doing that was one of the. See what Adam Pacitti's got. He's written it in the wrong order, but never mind. Raw tag teams with the sole survivors being the New Day, a pandering act that's grown increasingly stale by its over-reliance on childlike affability. No further comment. It's just becoming rapidly more demoralised as this goes on. What have I done to him? What have I done?
I don't know.
No.
I really don't. Like, while he was away, you were the only one championing Pacitti Club. Jack,
that kind of started it in a way.
Sam, then immediately Sam and
left.
Susie left.
The Raw and SmackDown Women's Survivor Series tag match. Adam, who have you got and why?
I got Raw.
Okay.
Go Raw. I think it is just it feels like a bigger division, and I know, like I said, about SmackDown, like they needed their division legitimizing, and I think to be honest, you could say that with the women's division as well. Like Becky Lynch and Nikki, they're big stars, but everyone else feels like they could do with a boost. Whereas Charlotte and Bayley and Sasha, they're all pretty well established. They've got pretty solid fan support behind them. But I think with Charlotte and Bayley, like Charlotte has been going on this pay-per-view run, which is amazing. I think they probably want to continue that, so I'm gonna go with Raw. It's very much a toss-up, like a coin flip, but I think, like you say, it's going to be 2-1 between the 5-on-5. So I'm going with Raw surviving, with the survivors being Charlotte and Bayley.
That's interesting. I've gone for a very similar one. I've gone for the Raw women's team as well, but I think the survivors are going to be Charlotte and Sasha, because they've continued to bicker a little bit. I know that Hell in a Cell really should have been the end of their feud, but I just don't know. I don't know if WWE have confidence in Bayley. She's been having a bit of a rough time recently, hasn't she?
Well, what I've heard is that Vince is trying to hotshot the feud between Charlotte and Bayley.
Okay.
Which is why Charlotte took the title at Hell in a Cell. So I think with them being the survivors, I think that might be.
That makes a lot of sense. That does make sense. I think it'll be Charlotte and Sasha. Although now that you've said that, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with my prediction, and this is just purely because on SmackDown, when the Raw women invaded, they had the upper hand at the end.
They did.
And I just think to have Raw's women's team, which is already bigger in terms of name value, to win on TV and to win at the pay-per-view, I think that's too much and that's overkill.
Okay.
No, hang on. What am I talking about? I think the SmackDown. I've messed this right up. I think Raw's women are going to win. There you go. They lost on SmackDown, and
they were beaten back on SmackDown.
That's the one.
Do you want to?
No. Leave it in. There you go.
What does Pacitti say?
Pachi says, SmackDown Women's, he's gone the other way from both of us, like he's gone for the other two.
Yes.
SmackDown Women's, with the sole survivor being Becky Lynch, who Jack fancies because of her big, beautiful arms. Don't you, Jack? Don't you, Jack? Yes,
You do.
Yes, I
You
do.
do,
Yeah, I
in
do.
fairness.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
do. You
Whatever.
do. Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Come on. Pacitti Club, get on the same page. No bickering. I know it's Survivor Series and teams infighting is...
It's in vogue.
It's in vogue, but just come on.
Makes me sit on the beam.
You're stronger than that.
Yeah, okay. Well, don't get off. Who have we got next?
So it's the Raw men's.
Right.
The 5-on-5, you've got...
Should be the main event, really, shouldn't it?
It should, but it won't. But it won't. Who you got? Why you
I've
gone?
got SmackDown.
We differ.
Oh, do we? Oh, right, okay. Because I just think that SmackDown, it needs it more. It does. It needs it more. Like, I know it's only 2 hours long, but the Raw is always pushed as like the bigger, older brother and all that, and SmackDown will get such a boost and a reward for being the better show.
Sure.
Over the course of the year since the brand split.
Sure.
So I think SmackDown will win. I think there'll only be one survivor, a sole survivor, if you will, and I think that'll be Dean Ambrose.
Interesting. I think that it's going to be Raw.
Right.
I think if you're keeping the IC title on SmackDown, you're taking the cruiserweights away from Raw. Raw, I think, need to come out on top. And also, it just gives Steph something to crow about when they do the next kind of state of WWE. I think as well they're going to use it to set up. I think Ellsworth is going to get involved in Survivor Series, maybe set up why AJ gets eliminated, maybe accidentally cost Dean Ambrose as well, which might make their TLC match a little more complicated. But I think Raw, and I think the sole survivors are Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
You think the survivors are going to be Reigns and Rollins?
Yes, that's right. That's what I think. I think Jericho and Owens will implode, and they will cost each other.
Yeah, fair enough. That's quite a clever one. Leaving the two remaining members of the Shield looking at each other like old lovers with their flame. But anyway,
Yes.
See what Pachiti's got. He's put SmackDown with their sole survivor being AJ Styles, who, like me, will be successful despite being followed everywhere by a small boy who doesn't deserve to wear the same T-shirt as me. That's a pretty pointed one, that, isn't it?
You don't know that's about you.
Who does he mean about AJ?
Ellsworth, I assume.
They don't wear the same T-shirt, was he ever?
Did on Raw.
Oh, the SmackDown T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he means me, doesn't he?
He does mean you, I think.
I'm not even that small. I'm average height for a boy, as I've said before on many a video.
Do you want to send us home with the main event?
Yeah, it's Goldberg Lesnar, isn't it? It's fantasy warfare.
Fantasy
Come to
warfare, brand supremacy, buzzwords. What do you think?
Lesnar. I think it's one of the most
Lesnar,
obvious
isn't it? Yeah.
ones of the year. They're not going to let Goldberg go 2-0 up against Brock Lesnar.
Especially with Goldberg saying you're last.
Yeah, I can't.
You don't win your last match.
And it can't be anything other than Lesnar. I'm just really, the biggest question for me is Goldberg going to be all right? Is he going to be okay?
Are they going to end it on a down note again? It's hard to say.
I know. Maybe it won't be the main. It'll surely be the main.
I think it's more likely to be the main. Like maybe if Brock's going to go over, they might not do it the main. They might put it in the middle of the show and have Raw end. But don't know.
The men's main. Yeah. This has been great. This one.
It sure has. Goldberg will just. I think he's the perfect guy. Like he's got a groundswell of support. He's the perfect guy to cement Brock as this asshole heel. Before they take it into WrestleMania.
Until Shinsuke comes along.
Oh, don't, Jack.
Sorry,
don't
I won't
do that to me.
Right, we'll see who... Wow, okay. Goldberg, and then he's just written, Jack is not my friend. Why would you laugh about that? He put you in a match with Rampage. You were put through a table.
I was. I don't like Pacitti. I've never liked Pacitti.
I feel like we've clashed a lot over the course of 2016, haven't we?
We have. You and me, like since the beginning of the year, like since Fastlane, obviously WrestleMania, I did awful things because you won. Then we had Extreme Rules, Payback.
Yeah, man, we've battled many times.
We have.
And I feel like there's been a sort of grudging respect forged between us. Would you say stop it? Maybe not then, who knows?
No, yeah.
No.
We have got drinking rules for you, which are drink every time they use the word survive,
Oh.
Drink after every elimination.
Okay.
Drink after every suplex.
What?
And as you, well, you know,
Oh, I know, but like, it's, whoa. But does that count for the whole show? Because there will be suplexes thrown in.
German suplexes.
Okay.
And because it's Survivor Series, down your drink for any debuts. They always happen at Survivor Series. And also for any surprise returns and heel face turns.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely stuff.
Nice to see you, Jack.
You too. Right. See you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye, friend. Bye. Jack. Jack, come back.
Yeah.
Jack.
What's up?
Hang on a second. No, sorry about the cheating stuff.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Strange.
I don't know, like, I don't know what like, have you spoken to him? Like, has there been
No,
like,
he doesn't. He never really talks anymore to me. I think he's become quite consumed with this whole I'm the GM of WCPW thing.
Yeah,
It's weird.
it's a tricky one.
Anyway, sorry, cheers for the video, anyway.
Basically just keep your chin up.
Yeah.
All right, cheers,
No
pal.
bother.
Right.